I hope you can see my face. I'm doing it a little bit different today. Good afternoon, everyone. Match 5 of the 1987 Cricket World Cup was played here today in India. Match was at Delhi. It was between Ireland and Pakistan, the last two teams to take part in Group 1. And this was the outcome. What was a pretty much a result in which many people would have expected. That is the final outcome. Pakistan won the toss on a hard, bouncy pitch and elected to bat first. Unsurprisingly, it's only Kenya, I think, were the only team that have elected to bowl first so far in India, and it backfired big time. Pakistan were absolutely terrific. The highest score of the tournament, 267 for 6 from their 50 overs. I mean, very convincing scorecard as well. A 76 for Ramiz Raja at the top of the order for 107 deliveries. 16 for Ijaz Ahmed, Mansoor Akhtar 12. But the main man playing in his 4th World Cup. He got his first ever World Cup 100. Javed Miandad, 103 off 107 balls in what was turned out to be a man of the match performance. His first World Cup 100 and his 600 in one-day internationals. 14 for Wasim Akram, 18 not out for Salim Malik, 2 for the captain Imran Khan, and 1 not out for the wicketkeeper Salim Yusuf. The bowlers for Ireland were pretty much so. John Davidson, 44 for 0, 52 for 1 for Nicholas de Groot, who actually had a pretty good match, to be honest with you. 8 for 0 for Ishwan Miraj. 2 for 47 for Adrian Codrington, and 2 for 64 for Sanjan Fisgasam, and 0 for 37 for David Joseph. 0 for 37 for David Joseph. In response, Ireland got off to an absolute appalling start. They were 36 for 4 from 8 overs. I mean, 3 for 30. You'll see he took Imran Khan. First time he's bowled in the World Cup for 8 years. He's obviously been bowling for the last 2 years, ever since he took that year out to that dangerous side strain at near the end of his career. He took 3 wickets in 14 balls. He ended up with 3 for 30 from 8 overs in what was a clinical performance from the Pakistan captain, and at 36 for 4 from 8.2 overs. The game was basically gone, and Ireland just tried to bat out 450 overs, which they didn't succeed in the end. They were all out in 49.1 overs for 180. Nothing really there. 18 for Ishwan Miraj, 6 for John Davidson, Desmond Chumley, 28, ducks for Ian Bilcliffe and John Harris for captain. As I said, Nicholas de Groot, 49 off 92 deliveries, the only one that really saw anything at all. Anthony Satur, 13, Atesh Bagai, 8 for wicketkeeper, 6 for Sanjan Farasam, Adrian Codrington, not 19, and there was 9 not out for David Joseph. The bowling figures, as I said, Imran Khan was absolutely superb, 3 for 30 on his return to the bowling attack, 2 for 38 for Wasim Akram. He bowled really well. But look at the spin bowlers. 10 overs, 1 for 19 for 1 for 19 for Mansoor Akhtar. 1 for 25 for Madassa Nazar. 1 for 34 for Abdul Qadir, and 2 for 26 for Tasif Ahmed. They hardly got hit for any runs. I mean, he only bowled 3.1 overs. 3.1 overs. He was quite expensive, actually. Madassa Nazar, but the other 3 spin bowlers only went 30 overs, and they only went for a combined total of 79 runs in 30 overs. That's just over 2.5 runs and over. And that's where the game was won. So the final outcome of this match, Ireland versus Pakistan at Delhi. Pakistan won the toss on a hard, flat surface and elected to bat first. So they had 267 for 6 from their 50 overs, thanks to 100 from Javed Miandad, the second 100 of the tournament. Ireland got off to a appalling start, lost 4 wickets in the first 8 overs, didn't really recover. They were all out for 180 in 49.1 overs. Pakistan winning by an emphatic 87 runs. And man of the match for his 103 off 107 balls was Javed Miandad of Pakistan. So an emphatic win for Pakistan, proving why they're one of the pre-tournament favourites. And they are top of Group 1, unsurprisingly, thanks to that emphatic win. Tomorrow's match is actually the first match between 2 test-playing nations. It's the first real contest of the tournament, Australia versus England. They've got previous in World Cups. Australia, obviously, famously beat England in that semi-final at Nottingham in 1975, where they bowled them out for 93. Gary Gilmore's match, obviously. So it's the first match between 2 test-playing nations tomorrow. Both sides looking for a good start. Australia, no one's really backed them, but you just have a feeling that this Australian side mean business under Adam Border. England, but are full favourites behind the West Indies, India and Pakistan. They probably need to win tomorrow to prove their critics wrong after being knocked out in the semi-final 4 years ago in New Zealand when they were favourites for that tournament, when they were second favourites for that tournament, and they lost to India. They, well, have to wait and see. Star players, Pakistan, Salim Malik got an unbeaten 18, so he's yet to get up and running in the tournament. He hasn't got an average yet. 3 wickets for Imran Khan, averaging 10 with the ball. Brilliant start to him. He only averaging 2 with bat, but that was towards the end of the innings, so I think you can excuse that from him so far. So, a brilliant win for Pakistan. In my opinion, Pakistan and India obviously are the 2 main favourites for this competition. Remember, if those 2 teams finish in the top 2 of each of their groups, they will definitely avoid each other until the World Cup final. And at the moment, it's looking like, having seen India's performance against Holland and obviously that performance from Pakistan there is absolutely no question at all that they look, without doubt, the 2 favourites to win this World Cup. Pakistan's team probably has a better balance of fast bowlers, as you saw with Wasim Akram and Imran Khan, and obviously the spin of Nazar and Abdul Qadir and Tusif Ahmed. All different pins. Nazar's obviously a slow left armer. Tusif Ahmed's an off spinner, and obviously Abdul Qadir's a leg spinner, so there's variety everywhere. And obviously Mansoor Akhtar is a slow left arm Chinaman who bats at number 3 near the middle order. So yeah, very good selection of bowling. But until that's match 5 of World Cup, tomorrow's match 6, the last 2 teams to take part in this competition, Australia versus England, the first match against 2 test playing oppositions in this World Cup. But until then, this has been Lawrence Howard reporting on the 1987 Cricket World Cup being played here in India on Brian Lara Cricket on PlayStation. Until tomorrow, it's bye-bye from me.